you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 65 of your wake up call, our wake up call. Day 65, only 300 days left in this journey after today. And it is Tasty Tuesday, which means it is food talk. It's time to discuss some things about our way of eating that's unusual or maybe a little different. So this morning, my thought, and I hope we can launch into is, we've always heard, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So this morning, I'd like for us just for a little bit to talk about some good quality breakfast options that we could jump into. Because when most people think of a good quality breakfast, they're thinking something along the lines of a full English breakfast, where they've got 2 eggs and sausage and bacon and, maybe, depending on what side of the ocean you're on.
Biscuits and gravy. Man, I miss those. I'm not gonna lie.
Depending on where you're from, it takes a little bit of different form. But this morning I want to talk about some options that we have, or some things that we found that are a good thing for breakfast, that we can, eat somewhat reasonably priced, and still be satisfied. So what's your go-to breakfast items throughout the week?
My main go-to is oatmeal. It has been pretty much all my life. I have learned, though, to eat oatmeal without a whole lot of sugar, or some people put syrup or whatever.
Butter.
I don't do the butter and the sugar anymore, but I do eat a kind of a whole oatmeal, not the quick oats, but the old-fashioned.
Old steel cut.
Yeah, oatmeal with, I usually put some chopped apples and walnuts, or pecans or whatever, some kind of nut. That is my main go-to. If not that, we sometimes do some kind of green drink. As far as, blending some kind of green spinach or green leafy type thing with maybe a piece of fruit or something, or, whatever. And, if we don't do that, it's generally just fruit. Depends on the season. Watermelon, cantaloupe, bananas, usually all year round. So I guess that's our three-pronged little deal there as far as breakfast goes.
All right. Well, I can tell you for me, my favorite breakfast. I mean, we've done the green smoothies with the spinach and the banana, a little bit of soy milk, some water to loosen it up. We've done those consistently over the last 60 days. My favorite is probably the granola bars that Ashley brought home from Iron Boy. That Mama Junior made. So those are good little on the go. Grab it real quick on the way out the door. You eat on the way to work. Of course, it's full of not just steel cut oats and dates, but it's got dried fruit and nuts and just a lot of good stuff in those.
It's a good on-the-go breakfast. You can eat it in the car or whatever.
But if we're sitting down and we know it's going to take a little time, then you can lost my train of thought there.
Well, one of my favorite breakfasts, if we have time, so this is usually like on a Saturday or something, are banana oatmeal pancakes. And,
that's where I was going.
Yeah, I thought you might be, but that's really easy because it's one banana and 1 cup of oats and a 3/4 cup of any kind of plant milk that you want to use, and you blend it all up, and it looks like a pancake batter. And sometimes, depending on the size of your banana or whatever, you may have to add a little bit more liquid. You just kind of have to eyeball it. And you cook them up just like pancakes. And sometimes we have a little bit of maple syrup, or sometimes I'll macerate some berries without any sugar. I just kind of like mush them up and make my own little syrup using just natural fruit with just the sugar that's in the fruit. So that's a good little option. But honestly, I'm not a huge breakfast person. I never have been. I like breakfast foods, but not during breakfast time, usually. And I started this journey eating breakfast pretty consistently because you do hear you've got to eat breakfast, that it is the most important meal of the day. But I have found that I exercise better with nothing on my stomach. I feel better. And so I've been doing a little bit of that intermittent fasting. I've gotten to where generally I won't eat anything until around noon, and I'll try to eat everything that I'm going to eat in a day before like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So then that gives me the whole night when I'm sleeping without being weighed down, and then I'll have the whole morning to get work done and not be bogged down. My blood sugar is stable, and I feel like I'm burning more fat when I'm exercising if there's not a lot on my stomach. So, but I still like to enjoy a green smoothie every once in a while. Sometimes I'll do that for lunch, and but yeah, you can still eat breakfast foods even. Sometimes I'll eat a bowl of oatmeal for lunch, so it doesn't necessarily have to be during breakfast time. So that's what I like to do.
Good deal. I think one of the big things that I'm hearing is that, we've got to have some variety in what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
We got to change it up every once in a while. And, oatmeal gives you that option because you can throw different fruits and nuts in there. The granola bars, you can kind of customize and make your own.
Exactly.
The syrups for the pancakes, you can or the fresh fruit to go on top, you can change all that up.
The smoothies you can change.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't get old because you can always come back to it from a little bit different angle. So.
That's right.
All right, guys. So those are just a few ideas for breakfast. Share with us your ideas for breakfast over on our social media accounts on Instagram and on Facebook. You can follow us at Our Heavy House, and also you can comment there if you're on the YouTube channel. Should be able to comment right below the video. Share with us what your favorite breakfast is every morning. What's your go-to? We'd love to hear from you. So, guys, thanks for listening this morning on day 65. 300 more days to go. 300 more days to go. We hope that you'll be part of that journey with us. Thanks. Get out there and kill it today. And open your eyes. It's time to wake up and get it.